Hey, greetings everyone. It's Joe. Welcome back to our journey through the Gospel of St. Mark. We are nearing the end of our videos, but certainly not the end of our journey. This is a continuation journey. It's all about consistency, right? We've talked about consistency several times. And the word that goes along with consistency is discipline. And yeah, discipline sounds like a nasty word, but it's not. It's a really positive, upbeat word that we need to take hold of in our life and be a little bit more disciplined to some of the things we've talked about that will help us strengthen our hearts in an ongoing way in our life. So today we are going to talk about Mark's Gospel, chapter 14, where a very interesting thing will happen, something that we will all be able to relate to. So I'm going to ask you, as I always do, to quiet your minds and hearts as we hear Mark chapter 14, verses 43 to 50. Just as he was speaking, Judas, one of the 12, appeared. With him was a crowd armed with swords and clubs, sent from the chief priests, the teachers of the law, and the elders. Now the betrayer had arranged a signal with them. The one I kiss is the man. Arrest him and lead him away under guard. Going at once to Jesus, Judas said, Rabbi, and kissed him. The man seized Jesus and arrested him. Then one of those standing near drew his sword and struck the servant of the high priest, cutting off his ear. Am I leading a rebellion, said Jesus, that you have come out with your swords and clubs to capture me? Every day I was with you teaching in the temple courts, and you did not arrest me. But the scriptures must be fulfilled. Then everyone deserted him and fled. So we have this scene where Judas has turned over Jesus and he was betrayed. He was betrayed and there were false charges levied against Jesus. Does this sound familiar? Have you ever been betrayed in life? Has anyone said anything to you that was not true about you? Well, it's happened to me, and I'm relatively sure we can all relate to this. And what was our reaction? Well, as I typically try to do, I am going to go first and tell you that this has happened to me maybe more times than I care to admit. And my reaction was not very good. My reaction was very defensive. My reaction was very angry. And where did it get me? It got me nowhere. In the gospel, we hear Jesus only stating very plainly some facts, not trying to defend himself, not trying to do anything to dissuade the false charges against him. And then later, when he is approached by Pilate, he is silent through the false charges and the accusations. My friends, we have in front of us an amazing lesson in consistency and discipline. And it comes down to the ability to remain silent in those times where we are in a place where we are being, kind of swayed towards getting angry, defending ourselves, defending our opinion. Silence has a powerful, strong nature to it. Typically, what happens is the person who is making the accusation against you, in this type of situation anyway, no matter what you do, no matter what you put forward, facts, hard facts, they will remain on the offensive against you. It is the silence that will stop them. It is the silence that will hold your peace in your heart, your strength in your heart, and give a great example to others. I can tell you that this is a martial arts strategy as well, very much in keeping with martial arts, where I've learned this over the years. When somebody comes and they have something to say to you, they have a name to call you. Silence and a stare, and how well it works. Jesus gives us a very valuable lesson in the gospel today of consistency and discipline. I'm not telling you that it's an easy one, but I'm telling you it is very much so a worthy one to start to practice in our day-to-day life. As always, there are small situations where we could take heed of this great lesson Jesus gives us and we could bring it into our life, practice it on the small situations, and be ready for the tougher one, the larger one. Well, my friends, that's the message from Mark chapter 14. I hope it was a helpful one for you. Hopefully, as we are trying to do in all of these videos, we are strengthening our heart, bringing more peace and joy to our life so that we can spread more peace and compassion to all creation. I thank you for being part of this video series and joining me every time. It is absolutely my pleasure to be delivering them, and I will see you back here soon. Take care, everyone.